17 from 12. Jordan Silk versus Enriquez, the two most experienced sixers. Jason Behrendorff has the white ball in hand.
And this has been an area of his game that he has improved over the last couple of years. The Scorchers used to bowl him literally 4 overs up front while the ball was new because he didn't have the skills to bowl in the middle or at the death, but he has worked on it, and he's done a pretty good job when he's done it in the past. So I know the Sixers are in front, but this game is not over yet.
12 balls to come. Silk, massive top edge. Diving effort, he's taken the catch. Josh Inglis, the keeper, just charged back. Full-length dive, hangs on for dear life. We've seen a myriad of catches go down tonight, but Josh Inglis wasn't letting that one go. You can't count them out in Perth. You just can't.
Look at this. This is an outstanding catch there from Josh Inglis. Kept his eyes on the ball all the way. Had players coming from all directions. But as soon as that ball went in the air, there was no one else's catch but Josh Inglis. Great athleticism. And all of a sudden, is there another twist in this game?
That is a Macca's Keepers classic from Josh Inglis. Jordan Silk, a man who so often escorts the Sixers home. He's gone. Behrendorff with the big wicket. And young Jack Edwards has joined the captain.
You're right, Hads. As soon as that ball went up, there was no one else going for that catch. It was only Josh Inglis. He just kept sprinting towards the boundary line. He made it his own. He's kept the Scorchers in it.
Oh, he likes it too, Josh Inglis. Why wouldn't he? Great athleticism.
I think Laurie Evans will be belting out a bit of Sweet Caroline again out in the boundary as well.
Time to bring Neil Diamond on. They've been pretty quiet tonight, the your mob in the stands, Haas, but they've come to life now. And that's in the air as well from Edwards. Seems to be up for an eternity, and it's taken by AJ Tye. And Behrendorff is on a hat-trick. And all of a sudden, this Perth Scorchers team have found a way to give themselves more than a fighting chance. Jason Behrendorff, Silk and Edwards both gone. And it's 17 to win off 10.
Well, it's a tough position to come into for Jack Edwards. He's damned if he does, he's damned if he doesn't. We'll all be saying now he should have just not got bat on it and got Moses Enriquez on strike. But if he hits it out of the park, everyone's lauding him. But he has to go for a first ball duck. Jason Behrendorff on a hat-trick. Still 17 required.
And for the first time in the match, the worm is heading down underneath the Perth Scorchers.
This is where Cooper Connolly and Nick Hobson finish things off for the Perth Scorchers at the back end of their innings. They need someone. They've got Moses Enriquez there. I think they're going to need more than just him. Is it Hayden Kerr?
AJ Tye, the only man to take a hat-trick for the Scorchers. Behrendorff is on a hat-trick, and Kerr plays. Oh,
Got a hit.
Oh, and he nearly did. He'd overcommitted Enriquez. Kerr played that as if he was trying to deny the hat-trick. The match is more important. Obviously, he's getting his eye in.
We haven't seen a super over all year.
Well, it's been 3 dot balls to start the over. 2 wickets. There's the first. What a great catch from Josh Inglis.
And this time there is a run for him. And he's going to come back on the Agar throw. So 2 runs. It's 15 from 8 required now. 2 balls to go in the penultimate over. That's the second of the wickets.
Yeah, so it's a wicket, but it's also a dot ball, which is so important for the Scorchers. And then again, direct hit would have probably had Moses Enriquez as well.
Hayden Kerr down the ground. Brilliant fielding by Behrendorff. He is inspired at the moment. On his follow through. He's running back to try and get through this over quickly as well.
And this is a big ball here. One, Moses has got to be on strike. He's got a free hit here, Kerr. He's got to try to find the boundary. But whatever happens this ball, you need Moses on strike for the last over.
15 to win, 1 ball and 1 over to go. It's a lusty blow from Kerr. It hangs in the air. It's going to land safely. Spinning as the chase is on for Hardy. They're coming. He's going to be well short of his ground. So Kerr has run out. They were trying to get that last run and ensure, well, they wouldn't have ensured it that Enriquez would have been on strike. Another wicket has fallen. Ben Dorshus will come out. And the Scorchers, what an over from Jason Behrendorff.
Well, this has got to be a mistake from the Sixers.
Yeah.
Because not only have they lost a wicket of Hayden Kerr, Moses Enriquez is not on strike at the start of the last over. So a bit of panic from the Sydney Sixers.
That's a really strange decision there from Kerr and Moses to take that extra run. Kerr departs for forward, 6 for 185, 13 off the last. I tell you what about the throw from Aaron Hardy off balance to get it straight over the stumps?
Yeah, outstanding. Jeez, they've clutched up at the death here, the Perth Scorchers. What an over from Behrendorff. Just the 4 from it.
Well, Ben Dorshus, we know he can hit a ball. He can whack it out to Cow.
I'm sure he would have been sitting in the dugout thinking, well, I'm not batting tonight, just a couple of overs ago, but just goes to show things can happen quickly in T20 cricket.
Well, when he got interviewed at halftime, he said, oh, when the bowlers sit in the change room, yeah, we talk a lot about the power surge. I'll tell you what, though, he's very handy with the bat. Ben Dorsh's got a good eye. He trains for this situation as well. He can get bat on ball straight away.
There is protection out on the leg side. Hardy bowls too wide. Can't be any dispute over that. The equation gets a fraction easier. So it's now 12 to win from 6 balls.
It's interesting. Hassler just said 1 over behind. And they've still only got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the circle.
Yeah.
Must have just made it.
Hardy sees second offering. Dorshus tried to chase it. Inglis fires away at the stumps, hits, and Dorshus has got to go. Smart work behind again from Josh Inglis. And this place, it is just so hard to win here against this team, against this crowd.
That's very, very skillful there from Josh Inglis. That's hard to do. Ball bounced in front of you, picked it up clean, his gloves, stayed on the throw. Ben Dorshus departs, but that's very, very classy work from Josh Inglis under pressure again from the Perth Scorchers. 12 off 5 needed.
They were 3 for 181. They've lost 4 for 5.
I've seen a few collapses here at this ground. The Scorchers lost 7 for 3 in one particular game. 7 for 5, sorry. In one game here and still won that match.
Still won. Sean Abbott, 17 runs, dismissed just once in 3 innings. Hasn't been needed too often this season with the bat. He is needed now. Does he try and get a single and get his captain on strike, or does he just go for it?
I'm going to try and get it Enriquez on strike, I think. He's the one that can hit 2 balls out of the park.
The boundary changes a lot. Hardy, big crowd behind him. Abbott does get it back past the bowler, and Enriquez sticks up the stop sign straight away.
Well, here we go. Aaron Hardy versus Moses Enriquez. Enriquez needs 2 big ones in the next 4 balls. Does he just take these 4 balls, Hads? Even if he hits a hard one along the ground out to deep point or deep long off, does he say, no, stay there, I'm a better chance to hit one out of the park? Was he back Abbott in from the other end?
No, I think Sean Abbott's got to sacrifice himself. No matter what happens here, if he does shank it and does go to mid-off or mid-on or deep cow corner, they've got to run 2, and Abbott's got to be happy to get run out. Moses needs to be on strike.
Almost 38 years of age. Hardy bowls, captain to captain. He takes it, and they do go And on the tie throw, he doubles up. 2 runs will nudge him a bit closer. 9 to win off 3 balls now.
Well, a good throw there from AJ Ty. Might have had Moses Enriquez in trouble.
The fielders have a big role to play here also. They've got to be aware that this is going to happen. This is a scenario that's going to happen every ball. Moses is going to try to get back. So the fielders have to be aware where they stand on the boundary.
It's a hard balance, though, isn't it?
Yep.
You want to be in to save the 2, but you can't afford to come too far in because you don't want one going over your head.
Mid-off and mid-on, back on the boundary. 3rd and finer up. Nothing they can do in there.
Is a ramp on? He's bowled Yorkers every ball and fast Yorkers. Does he go down and try and ramp him?
Well, I've seen Moses do that before in a tight fixture. You got fine leg up, 3rd man's up. He does have it up his sleeve.
Sweat is dripping. Hardy bowls. What a strike from Moses Enriquez.
Whoa.
It has gone all the way. Silence the crowd. The game turns again. Suddenly they can breathe in there.
What a shot from Moses Enriquez. That's a big boundary out there. He's got all of it. Didn't go for the Yorker that time. Aaron Hardy went for into the pitch. Slower ball. Moses Enriquez. What a strike.
Oh, what a Toyota 6. What a feeling. That's a perfect time for Moses. We're talking about Laurie Evans in it. Moses 41 off 18 balls, 3 4s and 3 6s. 3 needed off 2.
He ramped now.
Again, it's captain to captain. Aaron Hardy with the ball. Moses Enriquez with the bat. What's going through the head of the young skipper? 3 to win. 2 balls. Hits the gap. And they do run. They're coming back to get him back on strike. The dive is successful. 1 run to win off 1 ball. It's tied. Anything's possible here. We can still have a super over.
Super overs on the cards.
Great running from Sean Abbott.
I wonder if Hobson should have gone to the keeper's end. Abbott was always going to be harder to run out. I guess it's a harder throw coming back across the body.
Yeah, it was worth the risk, though. Moses just slipped 2 at the non-strikers end. Sean Abbott left early to get the extra ground. It would have been worth the risk.
There's a lot on this game.
Oh,
2nd place is up for grabs. Don't tell me he's done a short run, has he?
checking is fine.
Oh, imagine that.
We saw a penalty, didn't we, for a deliberate one on Saturday?
Yeah.
That's being checked. It's allowed everyone to take a deep, deep breath.
Yeah, and most importantly, it just gives Moses Enriquez just a little bit of time to suck in the big ones. He's been out there for, well, only 19 balls, but there's been plenty happening while he's been out there.
It's been a long 37 minutes for Moses. Looks like he's timed it to perfection.
Field obviously mostly going to come in. Still leaving a couple out.
Mancat, is that on the, on the cards? I tell you what, you might snigger. In the IPL, it would definitely be on the cards.
What does Moses try and do here? Looks like keep mid-wicket back-ish, about 3/4 of the way, and same with mid-on.
So the type of things they'll be discussing right now is, okay, what ball are you going to bowl? What field do we need to have? Do we need to have anyone in the deep for a chance for a catch? And then do we need another fielder somewhere? So you can see a fielder standing just next to the non-striker in case they hit it straight to a fielder and they can throw it straight to him to run someone out at the bowler's end.
That's so Whiteman is going to stand there.
I don't know if he'll stay there, but I've seen it happen quite often. Yeah, so he's going to stay there.
Evans going into mid-wicket.
And the other one also, Huss, is making sure when the ball's hit, if it doesn't go to you either square leg or point, someone's got to run to the stumps. The bowler's got to go to the keeper's end.
And they're keeping 3 fielders in the deep, so that's in case there's a catch. Try and tie the game. So they're trying to get the balance of stopping the run for 1, or 2, taking a wicket off this last ball.
1 to win. This for the victory. Enriquez, the first commandment for Moses was to get bat on ball. And well may they celebrate, because no one beats the Scorchers in Perth. But the Sixers just have.